Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining. Um, it is vital that we start to understand this spiritual war that we're in. Because there's only a few of us equipped to actually fight in this war, right? And there's only, it's a rare amount of us that even sees the war going on, because it's a spiritual war. So you have to be able to be in tune with the physical side of life as well as the spiritual side of life. Me being a high priestess, I'm very in tune with that. So I can see the spiritual war going on. I can see the constant effort to lower our frequency, to penetrate our vibratory field with harmful frequencies, chemicals, and images. This spiritual war, what people have to understand is, I feel as though, as far as the end times, people are looking for some type of physical war, right? And that's not really what is going to happen, and it's not what we're seeing. We're seeing more of an attack on the personal, on the attack of the minds of the people versus an attack on them physically. So, needless to say, the war is not outside, the war is inside. So they're trying to create a space where it doesn't matter where you exist on this planet or where you live at or what's your address. They're trying to create a space around you, an energetic frequency of doom or disaster. And then you in turn buy into this by seeing the news, shit going wrong there, whatever other negative shit you hear from all these other negative people who are on lower vibrations and lower frequencies. And if you're gullible and not able to see using your spiritual eye, you will be being attacked constantly by these demons or certain negative energies that are masquerading around as humans, which some of them are only agents of the Matrix. So what we will start to see is an uproaring of 222 people personally, where you're going to see how agitated people have been, how frustrated these people have been, how snappy they are, angry, or taking out their problems on everyone else. That's what we're going to see, because the war, like I said, the war is not outside, but the war is inside. So those who know. And those who have cultivated peace within inside of themselves, or have tapped in with over the last few years, or some of us, as children, we always were these people, loving, kind, forgiving people. We are going to start to experience an outpouring of what we've been giving. And what's happening is all of our blessings are coming in. Things are getting better for us. We're feeling more peaceful. And this is why they're trying to lower the frequencies 313 around us. This is why they're constantly sending attacks, or constantly putting negative stuff on the news. It's constantly a negative story about something, because the only way to really get to us, spiritual warriors, is by our frequency. So they figure that 333, if they can lower our frequencies, then the attacks of the enemy, shall I say, will penetrate more, effectively. Because when you're vibing high, it's like those frequencies can't even get to you, because those frequencies are on a certain scale on a frequency chart. So they would be like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5 lower frequency energies. And if you're vibing, let's just give an example of something. Let's just say if you were vibing on 963 hertz. How could the vibratory rate of frequency of 3 get to you? It couldn't. It would be impossible, because you can only attract on the frequency that you're on. So you couldn't attract somebody on 963 hertz if you were vibing on a 2. You couldn't. It's impossible, because you're not on the same energetic frequency. So the reason I'm saying all this is just to say, keep your frequency high. Try to eat as less foods as you can, solid foods. Try to drink more water, get in tune, meditate more, get as much sun as you can, stay positive, keep believing. That's most important. Keep believing, have the faith, understand your mission, and know your mission, and do not be deterred from that mission. And as well, understanding that their defeat comes in our rise against their adversities. So their defeat comes with every obstacle they place in front of us, we rise above it. It's not even that we need to jump above over the obstacle or break through the obstacle. All we need to do is rise above the obstacle, understanding that things happen for a reason. We're divinely guided, we're divinely protected, we're going with the flow. We were chosen to do this mission, so that means that there really truly cannot be no obstacle for us in the end. You know, let the enemy do his job and you continue to do your job. Ashe.